So I know it's not easy, but believe it or not, this is the last session. You nearly made it, okay? So that's really quite important, and we will not have tons of really slides or whatever, because what we would like to show you, what we said before already, we would like to go now live to the TIS tool, and we would like to show really what TIS really means. So first of all, as already said, TIS is a service we specifically also really have for the members to enhance transparency, to mitigate the risk and to show really where do we have cargo losses and what is the recorded crime we have within the industry. Okay, I will give you now a specific example on Europe, but of course I will jump into South Africa later. Okay, so don't get me wrong, but of course, as already said, we love to have more data from the subs. We need to have more data from the subs, but we don't have it right now. Okay, so this is lovely Europe. Okay, and in the middle of Europe, as you can see, you will see a very nice country I'm living in, Germany. I'm sorry, but all my settings are German. Okay, and please understand, there's a reason for that. Okay, so it looks really nice, doesn't it? So you're always welcome. This is how Europe looks. But let's check Europe. With the incident recorded over the last 18 months. And then you can see, if you click that, it looks different. So now you can ask yourself the question, where's Germany? Where's Italy? That's the cargo crime picture in Europe. Okay, that's all the incidents re-recorded. But now we come to the good news. Okay, so let's switch it off again, because otherwise you won't see anything. Okay, let's ask, for example, also what our leader said and what we always say. Create a secure network with your partners. So let's check how many FSR certified locations we have in Europe. So which means you already have more locations to store your products on a very secured way. And you can also say, okay, how many companies I do have where I can pick, for example, my TSR, trucks. And you can also see I have a lot of companies all over Europe in all countries which can drive my stuff on the most secured way. And of course, we have the same also with parking places. That's all parking places which are either accredited, recognized, or certified by TAPA. And of course, we can do exactly the same when we fly now to South Africa. Okay, so that's really quite important. Let me do it this way, it's easier. So if you see South Africa, for example, or a little more than South Africa, and if we do exactly the same, and if we start, for example, okay, show me FSR locations, we already have really more than a handful of FSR certified locations only in South Africa. We can do the same also with TSR, truck security companies. I know it's not 20 or 100, but we always started. We had the same situation in Italy. Now we have more than 100 companies. And if you look, for example, believe it or not, we have also a first parking place which is certified against our standard. And it's in South Africa. So there's an opportunity to say to the industry, we have a parking places with secure where you can stop your truck. But of course, if we say the same now with incidents, it will take a while. It's a similar picture. It's not the reality, as already said. It's not really data accuracy by 100%, but it's reflecting to you how the world and how South Africa looks when you look, for example, now and say, okay, first, show me the incidents, and then show me, when you break it down, where are the hotspots? Okay, where do I see the majority of cargo crime? And of course, as I told you already, if you fly now to Europe, and if you scroll in, as more you scroll in, the picture will change. Okay, that's quite important, because right now you believe that UK is like that, is a cargo crime hotspot. It is. But if you scroll in, you see, especially in the area of the border, the big countries, like Dortmund, they are cargo crime hotspots. What you can also do, for example, you can say now, okay, that's already quite interesting, but what's going on when your planner, and you can do exactly the same in South Africa. You can say, I'm going from Durban, and I'm going to Johannesburg. Oops. We paid for that. And it's still there. It's not lost. So let's say, for example, okay, we go from Durban and we go to Johannesburg. Oops. So it's searching for the route, and it's giving me the best route. from the system point of view. What you can say now, okay, this is the route. So then that's a Toggle heat map now. So let's not see the heat map. Let's say where are the incidents. And now you can use thousands of filters. That's the reason if I would like to show you all features, it's like showing you all features on Google Maps or Word or Excel. We have millions of different features. You know, you can filter now every freaking thing what you want. You can say, okay, show me only specific incidents which are linked to hijacking. Show me only a specific region. Show me, you know, link to it, where can I park? Show me, you know, if it has a value or not a value, and so on and so on. What is for me also always important, you know, so that's one feature. It's only one feature, and I will scroll out again only to show you really the real, what's going on. And of course, if I'm saying now, show me only hijacks, the picture looks different again. Show me only fraudulent pickups, the picture will again show different. Show me only automotive parts, show me only car parts, show me only bicycles, show me only smartphones. So filter options, as I said already, millions of filter options. What is also quite important, if you say, for example, okay, and by the way, you can have all this data also, of course, in a list form. You can download everything, you can transform it into an Excel. If you have an own system, you know, like a map system in your company where you plan all your routes, your trucks, everything, you can have an API, you can feed directly everything into your system. You know, that's really quite important. And the system is a living system. We invest every day. So this system is it's not a race. There's no finish line. We invest every day, and we always listen to the law enforcement agencies, especially, and the members, and say, what do you want? What else do you need? And if I'm going, for example, only an example, if I'm saying, okay, let's go to, you know, the ministry is always interested in the big picture. Okay, they are interested in to say, okay, what is the top thing? And you can see already over the last, what is it now, 1 year, from an incident point of view, South Africa in our database is number 3. I would say you are number 1 or number 2. You know, because we don't have all the pictures. It's the same with UK. We have a lot of data from UK. We have a lot of data from Germany. We struggle with data from France sometimes. We had amazing data from France. And then the French government realized, oh, it's not always good to be number 1 in a statistic. In some statistics, you would like to be as low as possible. In other statistics, to be number 1 is perfect. Unfortunately, in my statistics, when you're number 1, it's not good. You know, I know that everybody would like to be the number 1. Don't be the number 1 in our statistic. So now I could say, for example, you know, and as I told you already, you know, again, it's an intro. It's 15 minutes. You know, that's all what we have today. If you're interested in, there's a test access on the website. You even do not need to be a member, but you only see limited data. You only see data for the last 30 days. That's it. And you don't have all the functions and so on. That's really quite important. But this is a key component. You can see the world map. You can say now, for example, okay, I understand you recorded 9,497 incidents, okay, but how many incidents you recorded actually, you know, only in my country? You know, let's say now we go to Germany. Okay, and then you see the numbers will change immediately. Immediately. The average loss will change, the total loss value will change, the incidents will change, your breakdown will change, you will see the different country again different, you will see even the biggest single loss change, the percent of incidents change, you will see the product categories, you can see immediately what's going on. Okay? Again, all these data is live data. We have 3 people in the team, and I'm not saying only, focusing on data entry. But you saw, and that's also quite important, if you go to a specific incident, if you say, for example, okay, show me the incident, okay, and what is behind the incident? You can click on the incident, you will see what's going on, you know where it is, and you can even say, oh, show me more incidents. You know, you can see the latitude, the longitude. In this one, for example, you have a media report. You can go to the media and check what is inside. You know, sometimes we have a contact, sometimes we have a value. It's the same like if you go and say, okay, I saw this warehouse, you know, I'm really interested in to understand who's the contact of this TSR certified company or this warehouse. What you do is you say, okay, I'm interested in on the FSR location and show me the details, and it's DHL Express Namibia. So, and then you say, for example, like this one, it's DSV, you go into this one, it's DB Schenker, because I don't want to show only DHL. She knows she's good, but there are others. So now you see DSV, now you see Schenker, now you see all the other ones. And the interesting thing on this one is if you say, okay, what is it? You see exactly, how long the certification is valid and so on. And the next level is, but of course, especially in Europe, we need to have your permission on that. We say, are you okay when you will list your contact details? And then you will see, for example, our leader. And potentially you will see her email or her mobile phone. And then you know exactly, oh, I have a shipment to this direction, maybe I can store my products there. To give you, again, endless opportunities. For me, the most important thing is always the mapping and the routing, always. So that's for me always the thing where I must say, I'm always looking for that one, especially if we have something like a brand new route, and we say we go from Rotterdam to Hamburg, and then I'm looking if I have parking places there, or if I'm looking if we have FSR certified warehouses there. As you can imagine, if you look at it right now, if you zoom in, of course, the opportunity in Europe and the footprint in Europe is 1,000 times bigger. But this is your opportunity. Be certified. Establish exactly the same network in your region. Establish this in South Africa to mitigate your risk. Give this to the industry. Look at UK, you can drive 50 kilometers and you can have at least a warehouse. And if you say, yeah, but I don't store my products, I only would like to park my products, yeah, then you have every 75 kilometers a secured parking place. And then you say, yeah, I need a company which is TSR certified, because I have, for example, a platinum shipment, or I have BMW with the catalytic stuff. And then you say, okay, show me this company. Which company is it? And show me this company, And then you can say, okay, let me contact this company, and I can see that I can immediately contact them and give me the details, and then I will say, okay, let's go there. And that's really quite important. The good news is everything in the system is always live data. We are never behind. So for example, with certification, when, let's say, DSV is going for a new certification, and SGS just signed the certification and we approved it, it's 1 minute later in the system. And when you see it here, the certification is accurate. You know it. It's 100% accurate. I'm an engineer in German, I should never say 100%. It's 99.9999%. It's nearly Six Sigma. Okay, so that's really quite important. This is also important, especially if you look at comparison data. You can say, okay, how many incidents we have in total? And as already said, we have 65,000. We have more than 2 billion in total value. We know exactly how many FSR locations we have, how many FSR A, B, C, and so on. So we have all the data every day. Every day. And I can break it down, I can take a look at it, you can take a look at it. You can say, okay, what is the situation? We had the question this morning, because I said it is a global tool, but we feed Europe, Middle East, and Africa, and it's not used, for example, by TAPA Americas, but it's used, or it will be used pretty soon by TAPA APAC. So which means we will also feed data into this tool by TAPA APAC. And that's really quite important. But again, what is for me the most important thing is, that you have a tool which is part of your membership, and it's free for law enforcement agencies, which is giving you something where you can say to your boss, for example, do you know that this is really right now what the industry is facing? And you can be sure, when I am sitting in Berlin, or we are sitting in Brussels, and I by myself are talking to politicians, and not to police forces. And I think we heard this morning in the second really impressive speech. There's a difference when you talk to the economy, or to the companies, or the law enforcement agencies, or you talk to politicians. So when I'm going to Berlin, and I have the ministry guy there, I'm telling him crystal clear, the impact on the German economy is 2.2 billion euro, period. And 13 industry associations signed for that. One of the guys tried to be clever, and he called the German Insurance Association. And he said, how much money you pay out to German companies? And he said, 300 million. So the minister came to the next meeting and said, the challenge is 300 million. And we said, yeah, for German companies. Do you believe that criminals only target German companies in Germany? I'm sorry, but we are a transit land. You know, we have no border controls. There's nothing. And we have tons of transits, hundreds, thousands. And the challenge, especially in Europe, is if your truck is not hijacked, you will not go to police. The first thing you do is you deliver the products to the final client. Afterwards, maybe you start a police report. But you will not do it immediately because you would like to go first and unload what you still have on your truck. And that's all inside this tool. You know, and you will hear also about this tool tomorrow in the training. So again, I don't want to, you know, because it's late, we would like to go to the casino area. Maybe some of you will have blackjack or have a beer, whatever, you know. But I hope you enjoyed the day. I hope you saw if you have questions on TSR, please let me know, okay? Or on TIS. I'm here still until, I don't know, 6. Connect to me, you give my business card, not my credit card, that's my wife. You know, that's my wife. It's my business card. It's late, you can realize already, it's also late for me, okay? But nevertheless, I have 2 more topics and 2 more tasks I need to do, okay? Give me 1 second. So, we already had 1 TAPA award, okay? And I can tell you that this year, we will only have 2 TAPA awards for the entire year. So 1, we already gave to the subs, and again, continue your support, give me your data. And I'm super happy to hand over now the next award. And not only the award, you know, because there's one point which is quite important. When you be a TAPA member or a TAPA ambassador, you need to be TAPAized. Okay, so you have a TAPA shirt, you have TAPA shoes, we have TAPA underwear, you know. We still look for people with the first TAPA tattoo, you know. I would even pay for that, you know. I'm not sure, you know. If there's an interest, TAPA pays for it. But you need to show it, you know, at the next conference. You are the guy who's coming. Okay, that's what we need to do. But all jokes beside, okay? So, you know him, you know exactly what I'm talking about right now. I would like to hand over a TAPA EMEA 2023 Excellence Award, okay, to André Duvenage. André, please come on stage. Massimo, please also come on stage. So that's the first one. Thanks for everything. Mr. TAPAized here, that's for you. And to ensure that you will be TAPAized, really TAPAized, we have a TAPA jacket. Okay. See, and the underwear will come later. Perfect, come on. Okay, one last task, because, you know, as I told you already, what we heard today, also from the police, we have a lot of immigrants. I'm a visitor. I'm leaving on Saturday, so just to let you know, okay? We are not the immigrants, we are only the visitors. But I love your country, you know, so I'm coming back, and it's not a threat. So, and I hope, you know, that, so I was here, I think, I can't remember even when I was here the first time, you know, but I still remember in 2018 we've been in this room, we had 1 room and that's it. Massimo told me the year before that a smaller room. My first TAPA meeting was 11 people, 11. And now we fill 600, 700, 800 for the main conference. It's easy, you know. And our goal for South Africa and Africa is that next year we have both rooms, or we even go to the bigger room. Nevertheless, your experts are here. So I would like to ask Alida, Nico, Massimo, and I don't know if Wahid is still here, somewhere in the room. Doesn't look like that, but please come also to the front and join Up. I would like to ask Up. He's not the local guy, but at least you should see him. You saw him already at the registration, you know, but also very, very, very important, very famous. And I would like to say thanks to them, because it was really their work with some support from us, let's say it that way, okay? So a big applause. This is your team in Johannesburg and South Africa.
Thorsten, thank you very much. I'm too short for these things. That's why I stand there. But on behalf of the South African team, I'd just like to say thank you to all of you. The members and the supporters of these events is actually what makes it. And thank you to TAPA EMEA for the support that they give us locally. It means a lot to us, and I think what we're going to do now is we're going to grow it further and get more interest into Africa. It's no more South Africa, it's Africa now. So thank you to all of you. Thank you to Andre for mentoring me through all these years, and he's taparized me, and they've taparized me, and I'm apparently taparized now. But I'm not getting the tattoo. Thank you very much.
The tattoo is not your decision. It's the general manager who makes the final decision. Okay? When we decided, and I pay it, you got a tattoo. So that's how easy it is. Again, on behalf of the TAPA EMEA Association, I would like to thank all of you. If you have questions, we are still here. If you would like to join tomorrow the training, we are also here. We still can have a coffee or something like that. Maybe we will meet in the bar. Okay, I would like to say again, thanks for your attention. It's really great to see that 80% of the people are still in the room, which is an amazing success. And if you're not a member right now, come on, it's a no-brainer. You know, that's the easiest thing. It's even not, you know. So UP is having the application forms. We fill it out. You only need to sign. Okay, that's all. I wish you a great evening. Have fun. Okay, enjoy the sun. Thank you.